Alright guys, so there's so much to love about the Kia Stinger GT. The all-wheel drive, the 365 horsepower twin-turbo V6. It's just a phenomenal car. And as you guys saw in my previous review, check that out above if you haven't seen that video yet. But as you've seen in the previous review, I do love every portion of this car. I mean, the fit and finish of it is great. The drivability of it's great. The power output is nice. I mean, there's just so much to truly love about this vehicle. But, when it came down to 5 things that I disliked, or 5 things I hate, as a lot of YouTubers say, about the Kia Stinger, I really had to stretch some of it, and I even had to ask my wife, because I truly didn't have a whole lot of complaints. But without further ado, let's just kind of hop into the 5 things in no particular order. First thing we're going to talk about is the heated and cooled seat controls. Those are located down by the cup holder and the gear shifter and the mode selector for the Kia. And when talking about these, the placement, not so much for the driver, because as you can see right here, no matter how I sit, I mean, my arm is not going to hit that. But we had found a couple times where my wife, as the passenger, had accidentally turned her heated seat on, or taking her drink out, turned her cooled seat on. So as far as the placement of these, it was kind of a bad spot in Kia's design, or maybe not the position of it. Maybe they should have made it a button as opposed to a little lever that goes up and down for the heated and cooled seats. The second thing that we're going to talk about is the Infotainment Center here that is in the middle of the car. Now, the feedback for this is real great, and the menus are all what you really would expect out of, a good luxury sports sedan. It's real responsive, everything that you want is within that. But the one downside that you see in a lot of more luxury sedans, as opposed to the sports sedan segment, would be the retractable heads-up unit here. This does not go back down into the dash, even though it looks like it should. And I think that when you're not using this, and a lot of times I don't use this portion of the radio, you know, I connect my phone, I listen to my music, and it automatically plays. So it would be nice to just have a nice clean dash more times than not, but they don't have that capability here in the Kia Stinger. So the next minor complaint that I have about the Kia Stinger is that even through all of these different menus, there is no 0 to 60 timer. Here's your, you know, different menus here. And as you can see, this one would be particular to your race mode. And it has all your performance options. It's got G-forces, oil temp, torque, boost, and a lap timer that you can start and you can reset. But what it does not offer is the 0 to 60 timer anywhere to be found, which is very strange for a car that boasts mid 4-second, high 4-second 0 to 60. It really should be available for you to see what you can push this car to. So the next thing that we're going to talk about that a lot of newer cars have is the fact that you can have a memory seat per the key. So you've got driver 1 and 2, and you do have your memory seats, seat 1 and 2 here, but it's not programmed per key. So right now I can hit 2 and it automatically adjusts everything the way I want it to, the mirrors, the steering wheel, the seats, and I can do that with 1 here, which does the same thing. But what it does not do is offer that when I have my primary key, when I get in the car, that it goes to the seat memory number 1 and then have an exit position for seat memory number 2. And again, comparing this to a lot of other luxury sedans, sports sedans, it should offer that kind of memory to it. But again, it does not. The final gripe that I'm going to complain about on this Kia Stinger GT is the light interior. I've always wanted a blue car with light gray or white interior. This interior is perfect in every way that I can imagine, except for something that I was not made aware of, and that is the gene transfer that takes place. The white seats get so dirty. I am not a dirty individual. I got out of work and these are my clothes. They're very nice blue jeans. I don't get grimy. My hands stay clean. But at the end of the day, the dirt and grime that collects on these are just insane. Here too, because you open and close it, it just collects so much dust. Now I did get these coated, as I stated in another video prior. And so when the dirt does collect on these, I'm able to take a damp microfiber cloth and just wipe it down, and it takes a lot of the dirt out. But it is still very hard to maintain and very hard to keep in showroom condition. Had I thought about it, I might have gone with a white with red interior. But again, these are very minor things that I found to complain about this Kia Stinger. All in all, again, touching base on the Kia Stinger GT, this car is seriously the perfect daily driver, and I truly can't complain about anything. I mean, clearly I can because I just did for about 6 minutes and you guys watched it, but at the end of the day, those are stretches, those are farces, those are very minuscule details about this Kia Stinger. This thing is so much fun to drive. This thing just goes through winter so well with the all-wheel drive. This thing is so comfortable, so luxurious, and the things that I pointed out in this video are very minor. And guys, honestly, if you ever get the chance to ride in one, drive one, whatever the case may be, do it. They're so much fun. They're so beautiful. I mean, how can you complain? Look at it. Just look at it. That's all you can do is look at it. But anyway, guys, if you found the video entertaining, if you found the video informational, if you found the video disappointing even, I don't care. Just whatever, guys. Like button, subscribe button, help the channel out button, we've got plenty of content here. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of say this falls in with the reviews because it's bad things about a Kia Stinger. But, you know, subscribe for more content. It's not just reviews. Again, it's heavily based on reviews, but it's not all reviews. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later.